Boom shakalaka, a huge move coming for Bitcoin by next week. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including huge move for Bitcoin coming by next week. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter at Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos since 2017. Now, today, fear and greed back up to yellowish fear from yesterday down at 30, today at 46. People are a little bit less fearful today. The overall market up 0.5%. Bitcoin at 61,399, Ethereum at 3379, and BNB at 575. Now, Bitcoin continuing in this bull flag. If you believe we're still in a bull market, I do. Maybe you don't, but if you don't, I don't know what you're doing watching this channel. It's okay. Everybody can watch. Now, if we take a look, you see here, this blue line, the 21 EMA, has dipped below the 50 and 100-day moving averages, the yellow and green line here. The last 3 times that happened, these are the bar patterns, red, green, and yellow, of exactly what happened. Now, if you take a look, by this date right here, next Tuesday, okay, beginning of July, it either goes up to the top of this bull flag or down to the bottom of the bull flag. One price, roughly $69,000. Way to go, Bitcoin. The other price, $57,000. That's a pretty big move either way for Bitcoin. So there's a huge move going on. What is causing it, dear me? Well, could just be another one of these bull run pullbacks. You can see historically we have lots of pullbacks in the 30% range. Nothing to be worried about. And if we take a look, Bitcoin minor capitulation started 41 days ago, which is the average duration of minor capitulation for the past 5 years. So that might tell us, hey, you know, on average, should be over. However, in 2021, during the China mining ban, the duration was 81 days. So could have a little bit longer to go with sideways or downwards price movement. Decode Jar saying 2 ways this plays out in their opinion. Number 1 would be this yellow line. We have a local low is in, but need more time to consolidate before taking off. Number 2, final drop down to $55,000, which coincidentally is pretty darn close to that territory we were talking about right down there. And then it's done. Would be surprised but happy to see a violent move upwards and out of the top of the range. Continuing range bound for Bitcoin. Yes, it's the summertime. Nothing happens for Bitcoin in the summer. Selling may go away, come back September, and then you'll be happy. But some people still make videos every day. Now, the other possibility, Bitcoin could actually, based on this chart, be headed down to roughly $30,000 before taking off, saying, hey, we have a huge inverse head and shoulders right here. The other shoulder should dip to about the level of the previous shoulder, somewhere in the $30,000-ish area before taking off to 500,000, million, 10 million, wherever it may go. But that could hurt. People would get scared. Things would get extremely fearful on the fear and greed index. Now, based on the RSI, Bitcoin is about to surge. There's a hidden bullish divergence forming for Bitcoin where the price is going up, RSI is going down. Also, RSI tagged the oversold territory, which has only happened 3 other times since the bottom. All of those things suggesting Bitcoin could go into a berserk mode based on the previous times that happened. This is the past 3 times it happened. One price went up 60%, the other 63%, the other 198%. That's on average 100%, which would roughly put Bitcoin at $120,000 per Bitcoin based on tagging this RSI oversold. But we'll kind of have to see what happens. Right now, price is going sideways. If we take a look back at historic cycles, once we break out of this sideways consolidation, well, then it's all-time high territory and things go up very rapidly, considering we have potentially the hardest money ever with the supply, the least it's ever been available. Things could get kind of crazy. The cycle peak, not in yet, just tapping the top of the Bollinger Bands right here. Expect a massive bull run after this final capitulation. Could be the last opportunity to accumulate Bitcoin and altcoins at a decent price. Now, this signal right here actually has picked out the past 3 beginning of parabolic moves, and that's when NVIDIA taps Bitcoin on Google Trends. You can see right now, NVIDIA search trends is tapping Bitcoin. Last time this happened, back here in 2020, and look what happened right afterwards. That was around September, October 2020. Right afterwards, Bitcoin took off for a parabolic bull run. Now we go back previous time when it tapped, it did not touch back here in 2019, but back here in 2017, it tapped, and look at that. That was right before the parabolic bull run. Could things be about to go nuts for Bitcoin? Well, I wouldn't put it past Bitcoin. We have only one other time in Bitcoin's history when the 2-week Gaussian channel has flipped green like we're seeing right here. The last time that happened was back here in 2016 before one of the most epic bull runs. Bitcoin did at least a 20x from this point on. Could you imagine a 20x from here? What is that? 1.2 million? Yeah, that would be freaking awesome per Bitcoin. Also, this is echoing similar to 2017. We have Bitcoin getting squeezed between the 200 EMA and previous all-time high. Only a matter of time until it breaks through and things continue upwards. And Willy Woo saying that based on the Bitcoin total user count, the adoption curve of Bitcoin, Bitcoin's on track for a $1 million fair value price by 2035. We're not talking peaks. We're not talking valleys. We're talking fair value price within 10 years for a Bitcoin of $1 million per Bitcoin. Wouldn't you want to own one of those now? I know that I would. Well, that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. Come join us on Twitter, Crypto Love. Subscribe to the channel. And also, YouTube says you should watch that video right there. And I agree. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.